Today I would like to talk a little bit about why I stopped talking about Micro Four Thirds cameras and also why I've taken a little break recently. So in the past year I must have published around 3 videos where I was talking mainly about Micro Four Thirds camera, about my Olympus Micro Four Thirds camera. These videos ended up being pretty popular and a lot of people left some pretty insightful comments. The problem for me in my little channel was that I was still learning, I was still trying different things out, and completely by chance it's these 3 videos where I was talking about the specific type of camera that got really popular. Normally the common advice is that you should double down on what works for your channel, so by that logic I would have started to create only videos about Micro Four Thirds cameras. Now the problem is that I'm not really a tech person, I'm not really into gear all that much. I mean, I was trying different videos, so naturally I also talked about the camera I had. And since I was still learning about this whole YouTube thing, I might have tried a little bit too hard to be enthusiastic about my gear. On top of all of that, it was also a time when I'd been overthinking a little bit what kind of gear I should use for my photography and for my videos, when really the answer is any kind of gear will do. I think maybe one reason why I was overthinking the gear thing so much was that I was kind of projecting something different, like I was really wanting to be able to spend more time outside, and this frustration must have had this effect that I was just trying to compensate by buying gear, which is a silly thing to do really. So I decided to take a short break in order to re-evaluate the kind of things that I like and the kind of things that I dislike, what I would really like to talk about in the long run, because in the end it's only by being true to myself that I will be able to add any value to my future videos. So let's talk a little bit about what you can expect in the future. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm not really a tech guy, so don't expect me to talk about gear too much. I'm much more into nature really, the experience of being outside here, and this is what I'm going to focus on mainly. So you can expect to see more photo walks, mainly in this botanical garden around me here. I will also try to add some photo walks, landscape photo on location, kind of hikes in the mountains, because I live very close to the mountains. But maybe not quite as often because it's not so convenient for me on the weekends. So here's something slightly new. I like photography, but it's more like a beautiful hobby to me. It's not something that I want to do all the time, and I've noticed in the past that when I focused completely 100% on it, I was losing my passion for it. I don't really want that to happen anymore. What I've noticed is that what I do love is spending time in nature, going for long walks, thinking about how nature has a positive effect on our well-being. I'm an introvert myself, so we're going to spend some time outside together here. I think it's important to talk about how nature has a positive influence on our well-being. Also, as I mentioned before, I'm a pretty busy person, so until now, in the past 3 months, I really forced myself to publish 1 video per week, and I don't think that's the best solution for me. I'm just going to carry on doing what I do, and it's just possible that I won't be super consistent, but I think this will be the best way to provide you with interesting content rather than trying to force something. It's windy. It's just as well they cut down the grass here, because another problem for me has been that I suffer terribly from hay fever around this time of the year, and yeah, I think it's getting a little bit better. I absolutely understand if you subscribed for content around Micro Four Thirds gear or that kind of video, and that you might be a little bit disappointed if I don't do that kind of stuff in the future. That means also that I absolutely understand if you choose to unsubscribe. That's not a problem at all. I absolutely understand that. But if you do choose to stay and watch my future videos, I'd like to say thank you very much. And I'm looking forward to getting to know you in the comments. And yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to say for today. I wish you a very nice day, and see you in the next video if you choose to stay.